Hey guys, so everybody knows that I've recently found my way back to Jesus in a very profound way, and I feel very, very strongly that my faith has grown significantly since then, and I'm continuing to learn about God and the Scripture that comes with that. Um, and so what I feel compelled to do is as I'm learning the Scriptures, I just want to share that process with people, and hopefully, maybe somebody learns with me, right? I just want to invite people to learn with me, um, and share their wisdom as well, as I'm learning, so that I can grow and become more knowledgeable and closer to God. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start today and start with my first reading. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to read a passage that I feel compelled to read and what I feel it's kind of prominent and stands out, and then just give my very rookie take on it, and hopefully somebody that comments below or reaches out to me privately can add some more to that. So I'm going to start with the book of Matthew, chapter 14, verses 22 through 33. Immediately, he made the disciples get into the boat and go before him to the other side while he dismissed the crowds. And after he had dismissed the crowds, he went up on the mountain by himself to pray. When evening came, he was there alone. But the boat by this time was a long way from the land, beaten by the waves, for the wind was against them. And in the fourth watch of the night he came to them, walking on the sea. But when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified and said, "It is a ghost." And they cried out in fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, "Take heart, it is I. Do not be afraid." And Peter answered him, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." And Jesus said, "Come." So Peter got out of the boat and walked on the water and came to Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me." Jesus immediately reached out his hand and took hold of him, saying to him, "O you of little faith, why did you doubt?" And when they got into the boat, the wind ceased, and those in the boat worshipped him, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." And so I've got three takes on this, or three points rather. The first being that when we look at the context of the situation, so Jesus had finished giving the sermon where he multiplied the food to feed at least 5,000 people, right? So they've already witnessed all of that. And he's praying by himself up on the mountain. And he knows that they're in trouble because he's Jesus, right? So he knows they're in trouble. So he goes out to them. He seeks them out because they're in trouble. They need help, so he finds them. And I think that's really profound because I think it really kind of showcases how it doesn't matter where you are and what turbulence is going on in your life, or how powerful the storm might be in your life, and how poorly things might be going, and how dark it is outside. Because understand, this is during the fourth watch. That's the middle of the night. So it's dark. It's pitch black in the middle of the sea. We're not talking about a boat with lights like today, right? It's the middle of the sea with no light. And it doesn't matter. He will meet you. He will come to you. He is all powerful and he will come to you, right? And I think that's really, really important. The second point is when Peter got out of the boat and walked on the water. That showed a lot of faith. And as long as he kept his eyes on Jesus, he kept his eyes on the prize, he was fine, right? But then he got distracted. He took his eyes off of Jesus for a second and saw the storm and the wind and the turbulent waves and became fearful and sank. But then asked Jesus for help to save him. And Jesus reached in and grabbed him and pulled him back up and saved him. So that brings up the other 2 points. The first being that everything we do in life, we have to keep Jesus in focus. He has to be number one. So long as you keep him in focus, you can walk on water too. You can walk through the turbulent seas. You can walk through the darkness as long as he is the guiding light. So everything you do, be it work, family, relationships, kids, dogs, pets, cats, goldfish, whatever you've got going on, Keep him as the number one focus. Make him number one. But then the second part is just as important, I think, which is the merciful side. Because Peter, he slipped. He got distracted, as we all do. He got distracted for a moment, became fearful, and sank as a result. But he said, Lord, save me. And Jesus reached down and picked him up and saved him. And I think that's really important as well, because it shows that no matter when you get distracted, no matter how many times you slip and fall, no matter how many times you become lukewarm in your faith, when you turn back to him and ask for him to save you, he will. Every time. Every time. And he doesn't take count. He doesn't say, oh, well, you've reached your, 10 saving limit. He forgives and he shows mercy every single time. He's merciful. And he will always reach down into the water and pick you back up. He'll always take care of you, even if you slip and fall. So that when you slip and fall, you dust yourself off, you thank him, and you put your eyes back on him and put him back into focus. So that's my take on it. I felt like it was really powerful when you start digging into the deeper side of it. And for context, I'm using the Expositor Study Bible for this, so it provides some really good context or surrounding the situation as well, and helps me understand a little deeper. So if you have anything that you want to add to it, feel free to shoot me a message or leave a comment down below, and I'll catch you next time.